Hey Grim Readers, Happy New Year. I I am still doing these live chats directly in Facebook. I'm going to start using streaming software next month. Promise, I'll figure it out. Um, Hopefully it didn't cut me off there with the intro. It does the countdown, but then the dash does this weird assimilating thing, and now I finally have a chat box off to the side. So, um, hopefully hopefully you can't see too much of my messy office. It's been an interesting few months. If you have followed my newsletters or social media, I've posted about it. I've had a few people message. Oh my, there goes the mic. Hi Monica. That tells you how messy my office is. My mic's falling over because I got it piled on top of stuff. So hi Taylor. Oh, um, I won't stay on too long. It's a different kind of setup. My husband, after 8.5 years as a stay-at-home dad, had to rejoin the workforce, and he's working overtime tonight. So the kiddo is hanging out in the living room watching Wipeout, his favorite show, and yeah, we're waiting for Paul to get home. So um, I just wanted to check in and tell you guys that I'm doing a lot better. I got a PET done about 2 weeks ago, and it came back cancer free. So I guess all the hell I went through last year with the chemo and the radiation and everything paid off because I'm good. I do have a couple things that I'm still adjusting to. Oh, and I'm missing everybody's comments. Hi, Elsa. Aw, beautiful. I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling a little sweaty right now, but that's from the menopause. That's a new thing because of the pelvic radiation. It's hard boiled my ovaries, so I'm in early menopause. So that's been fun. But my little fancy fan here's made it nicer when I have those hot flashes. So got that going on. Oh, hi, Robin. Oh, thank you, Monica. Yeah, the office looks relatively okay because you can't see all the crap on the floor beneath that line of the camera. So I'm squeezed in here among boxes and things. Still haven't got all the Christmas wrapping paper put away yet. So let's see. Hi, Robin, Tracy, Taylor. Wow. Well, it's good to see, or I guess see everybody in the chat anyway. But um, yeah, so I'm back to work. It's a little slow going. I have to be careful because the radiation went to one of my lymph nodes too, which explains the leg swelling I was dealing with last year. But it also means I have to be better about, my circulation and moving around more often. 10 years ago, I would have thought nothing. It's sitting down at my desk for 16 hours straight typing. And now if I do that, I'd probably literally die. But so and I'm doing more with like a standing desk out in the living room, and now that Paul's back to doing work outside of the house, I'm helping with more of the household stuff, and that's helped keep me active, so that's been nice. Um, let's see. Oh, hi Jen. Aw. Well, it's good to see everyone. Well, I'm trying to think new stuff going on. Of course, I'm just getting back in, so there's not a lot publishing wise. I'm working on the third Lana spinoff. I'm working on the custom still, which will hopefully be wrapped up soon. There are a couple little exciting things that I've been waiting to do and announcing on, but I guess I can go ahead and kind of share a little bit. My sister, who's getting settled in a new apartment, so it may be a little while yet before we start. We're going to be launching a book review podcast. Part of it so we are holding ourselves accountable, reading as much as we should be, not just want to, but should be. When you're writing, you kind of have to fill the well from time to time, and if you're working nonstop and not doing anything to fill the well, you lose your creativity. That's when you end up experiencing burnout. But I've read this one so far, Best Year Ever, which is got some pretty good advice in there about setting goals and sticking to them. So that's been fun. I don't think Justina cared for that one as much. I do enjoy my fantasy books too, but we've already started on the second one because we're going to try to get ahead and not be recording at the last second, by the seat of our pants every week. But the next one up, and I've already read this one, but I'm reading it again and maybe going through the whole series. We'll see how the podcast goes. But it's Kim Harrison's Dead Witch Walking. My copy, this paperback, and I have it on Kindle too, but is actually signed. See if you guys can see that with the lighting there. Years ago, I went to one of her signings in Cincinnati, and it says to Angela, "Meet me in the hollows, and we'll have coffee." I thought that was a really fun little sign off. A lot of authors will have two or three things that they go back to, and it actually inspired the one that I do for a lot of my Lana books. The first round at Purgatory is on me, so I thought that was kind of fun. So, love that book. Yeah, Monica, that was such a great series, and I love that she's picked back up. Like, she took a pretty big break from it, and now I think is it the third book, and not really a spinoff, like it's just a continuation. So I'm excited to reread it from the beginning and get into that. So that'll be fun. Hi, Michael. Glad you're doing good. Thanks. Yeah, I'm really I'm really hoping it continues this way. I've been doing hopefully all the right things, eating lots of vegetables, drinking lots of water, not doing any of the bad stuff, trying to do all the good stuff, and still trying to manage the writing. But I was going to show you all the giveaway for this month, of course, since I don't have a new book out yet, will be a signed paperback of Graveyard Shift and Dixie Turnipseed. I love her name so much. I'm gonna have to have a character at some point with the last name Turnipseed. It's just too fun. But she had found these little Grim Steeper for loose tea leaves and posted it in the group, I think a couple weeks back. And then someone shared the Amazon link, and I thought, oh, that's got to go in a giveaway. And so I bought up a few of them, um, and for the Grim readers in the Facebook group, we have our extra giveaways, but then I have the public one too. So you guys will have a couple chances for that if you're in the Facebook group. And then this is not loose leaf tea that would work in the Grim Steeper, but if you have some loose leaf tea, or if you want to order some in for that in the meantime, this is Blackberry Sage tea bags from the Republic of Tea. I buy this in bulk. This is one of my favorite teas. I can't do coffee anymore. Something about the histamines in it makes me cough and hack all morning if I want to drink coffee. So I've been drinking a lot of Blackberry Sage and Earl Grey tea from the Republic of Tea. And so this is a little travel tin of one of my favorite teas that I thought would be a good one for the giveaway. And then also one of these painted wooden coins for the Bank of Eternity in this series. And then the other goodies, of course, an ink pen and some bookmarks and stickers and magnets and such. So, let's see, what else do I have going on? Oh, my budding bards, the teens that I do a workshop with every year. The ninth one was this past summer. It took me a little longer to get through the editing just because I was going through treatment at the same time. But normally we do their signing in the fall, but we're going to be doing their signing this Saturday in Sedalia. So it'll be, I think, February 3rd, but it's hard to see with all the lights in here. But their ninth volume is out. That's kind of exciting. I'm really proud of these kids. They work really hard on these stories, and it's really fun to be a part of their first publishing experience. So I'll be doing that this weekend. Let's see. Books. I think I had all the stuff there covered for the giveaway, what's going on, the podcast possibly. So, as far as the cancer stuff, I don't know if you guys care to hear any of that, or if you've already followed as much as you want in social media. I feel like a broken record sometimes going through everything that I went through, but it's and I think my husband's home. I think I just heard him come in the living room. But I'm feeling a lot better. I'm taking it slow, but I am writing more and I am very excited, and I do intend to do these giveaways again this year, every single month. I inherited my son's old laptop when he got a new one a couple years ago, and I think I posted like on Instagram, Procreate. It's a pretty cheap app, like $12.99, and that's not like per month, that's forever. And I was using it for art because I think that's its intended purpose. But I also started using it for a planner because I'm constantly redoing plans and things, especially now as I'm getting my bearings, figuring out what I can do. And, oh, and there's my honey. I'm sorry I'm late. It's okay, honey. I understand. I told everybody why, so it's all good. But I've been creating like my own, I guess they call them brushes, but to me they're like stamps, but different things. Oh wow, it's really hard with the lighting in there. But I've been using that for a planner, so that's been fun, and it's been really helpful, so I'm not going through so much whiteout on my regular planner as I figure out what I am able to do in a single day, because I try to bite off more than I can chew all the time. speaking of my budding Bard's kids, I'm probably this summer will be the 10th, and it'll probably be the final for me. I think it's probably time I pass the torch. Plus, just because I'm getting back to work and because I'm so limited on how much I can do, taking on that extra project is probably not going to work out well with the rest of my work schedule. But I feel like 10 years is a pretty good time to run that program. And it is an hour and a half away my hometown where we do the program. So I have been talking to some other local authors there. So different things going on like that now. Oh, did I miss Andrea? Oh, hi, Andrea. Our Andrea, as Paul and I call her. So, oh, Monica, I didn't think about creating a planner with Procreate. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've looked up a bunch of different videos on how to create your own brushes and stamps, so it works out really well. Putting in the different things for like the podcast that my sister and I are doing, for my newsletter schedule, which I'm going to try very hard to be more consistent about this year, and send out a newsletter like every Wednesday with reminders about the giveaways and several other, like the book releases and things like that, signing events. So, Sarah, hi. And I'm going to be sharing these to YouTube too. So I'm trying to remember that. I know I specifically mentioned the Grim Readers group a lot in these videos. So for anyone watching the replay on YouTube later, I'll be sharing, the link to the giveaway in the description box and all that good stuff. So let's see. I'm going to scroll back through. I think, yeah, definitely going to need some streaming software. Facebook constantly gives me error messages, and I'm constantly distracted looking down, wondering if the stream has stopped or frozen or... So hopefully you guys can see and hear everything okay. And hopefully it's not too low FPS, whatever that means. There's been a lot lately that I feel like I've been having to learn. Of course, as an indie author, you're always learning new things because you don't have like a big publishing house behind you. You are the publishing house. So one of the new ones for any of the authors in the gang, is it DMARC, DMARC, something like that. For the newsletter deliverability, Google and Yahoo, I think, had some update about it. So frames per second. Yep, that's what that stands for. The frame rate is too low. That's what it said. Yeah, there's a lot of technical jargon that I'm good with, and then there's a lot that goes right over my head. But the DMARC with like the DNS records of my website, I had to do some updating to that to make sure my newsletters still go through with MailerLite. So that was fun. And I'm also dealing with some Google indexing issues that require one single line of code to be added to all 70 pages. And it sounds like a lot with my website, but I've released, a couple dozen books, and then there are box sets, and each of those pages is its own HTML file of code. And since I'm a little anal retentive and have to do everything myself, I did code my whole website from scratch. So that means I get to go back through those 70 pages and add that line of code to get Google to index my site properly. So, and then dealing with the DNS records. So that's been eating into my writing marketing time a little bit, but I have gotten back into the marketing some. I had a BookBub deal. I think it was on the Bloodvice box set last month or the month before maybe. And then there was a Chirp deal, I think on the Lana audiobooks, but hopefully I'll have some more sales and things like that going on soon. Paul and I are supposed to start doing a little bit of recording for the Sparrow Heights series. So for anyone that's interested in that series and interested in audiobooks, we'll hopefully be doing that soon. I don't know if you guys would like any giveaways with audiobooks. I know I mostly do like the print books, sometimes ebooks for the sales. But if that's something you all are interested in, let us know. I'd be happy to do the audiobook giveaways too. So let's see. So I know we're only about 15 minutes in. So, oh, Darla finally made it. So, so I'm waving at the screen at everybody. I think I did leave some notes here. That probably would be good to check and see if I missed anything. Let's see. This is kind of... I feel good about using this app for everything that I use it for. Because it's saving a lot of paper. That's something I've probably mentioned before. Like I have a zillion notebooks, or I used to have a lot more. It's one of my OCD compulsions is writing to-do lists. And I'll write like, if I'm having a bad day, I can write 4, 5, 6 to-do lists. And it just gives me some sense of control and calm. So, but using this iPad for it, it definitely cuts back on my paper waste. My carbon footprint has been reduced. So I think I've covered about everything. I've rambled through it pretty quickly. But if you guys have any questions or if you wanted to see any more about the giveaways or if you wanted to talk about the books and stuff that I'm working on, feel free to ask questions. Even if it's in the replay, I'm always happy to go back and comment, reply to comments. So, oh, Andrea, yes, love Sparrow Heights. Yeah, it's been a while since I visited that one. There are more books in the series planned. The fourth one, I already have like the cover for it, and it kept getting pushed just because of health stuff, kept pushing everything back. But I do have that slated. I actually, in addition to the to-do list, the schedules, I have like the whole year planned out for my writing schedule. And Sparrow Heights 4, Alpha Girls, which is Selena Chase's story, is on that schedule. If I stick to everything and get to it, it's another story, but it's on there. And I can tell you where it's currently slated to be released, because I am going to do all of the rest of the spin-off books first for the Lana series. And then there's a short story collection for the Blood Vice series. Right now I have September 24th marked for the release date for the fourth Sparrow Heights book. And so it's like the all the lights there. But I have like what chapter I intend to write on these days, the live chats all outlined, and I believe all the live chats are set for the last Monday of the month at 6 p.m. There is a little survey at I think in one of the featured posts in the Facebook group, the Grim Readers group, for several different time slots. It may even be open to add others. And you guys are always welcome to go in there to change your vote on it, or to vote on it if you haven't yet. If there's a different time slot that you would rather these live chats be, I'm always happy to be flexible with that. But I think as of right now, it shows that Monday evenings at 6 p.m. Central has the most votes. So, obsessive compulsive personality disorder. Yep, that's a yeah. I'm pretty familiar. I don't have it quite so bad in regards of like it doesn't totally disrupt my life. I feel like it's more helpful rather than debilitating for me. I do wash my hands quite a bit, but not I don't I don't think as bad as some people have it. And I don't think it's bad. I think the pandemic made it worse, but I do have to put a lot of lotion on because you can see like I get rashes on my hands from washing them too much. So cortisone cream and all that good stuff. So just mild little flukes of mine. What are you working on? Right now on the docket are the custom Reaper shorts still that I feel like I've been working on forever. There are still some of those to finish. They've been very fun, very interesting, but lots of personalized research. There's one which would be the first pet that Lana's ever harvested, and it's of course going to be a fluke on the docket, but these were the ones that were purchased. I think like it was back in 2022. They were going to be a Kickstarter reward, but that Kickstarter didn't fund because I tried to get too ambitious and tried to put all 5 of the Lana spinoff audiobooks in it. So as of right now, we just have the first Lana audio spinoff produced. The second book is out. I'm planning on, once the third one comes out, talking to Holly Jackson again, who narrated all the Lana series and all the Blood Vice series, and seeing how her schedule looks for the year and if we can set up another Kickstarter and probably just do 2 of them at a time, like the second and third, and then once the 5th book comes out, do the 4th and 5th and another Kickstarter. And then I'd like to, hopefully by the end of the year, do one other Kickstarter, or else just do like a early pre-order for the Death Deck. I'm gonna finally get that done. But as far as work right now, yeah, it's the Reaping Up with the Joneses custom short stories, and then the Bub short stories are on the list. So let's see. Love some Lana books. Oh, thanks, Sarah. And then Michael, okay. Oh, this time works great for me. It's my day off and I work nights. Good. Dermatologist suggested petroleum jelly on hands to keep moisture in. I use cortisone cream and Aquaphor because My husband and I have tattoos, and that's just kind of what we had on hand. And then when I was going through radiation for the cancer treatment, they had coupons everywhere for Aquaphor for like radiation angry skin. So we stocked up on Aquaphor. I got pretty lucky and didn't have a lot of radiation burn on my skin. I had other side effects that were fun, but yeah, so we have lots of Aquaphor on hand, and we put it on almost every night before bed, just you know. My husband's working in an automotive shop, so he's using it quite a bit on his hands lately too. But so this is a bit different than OCD, more like type A personality in a disorder. Yeah, just it's just kind of some mild OCD that I that I've dealt with off and on. But Love Aquaphor works the best out of anything in my opinion. Yeah, I do okay with it. I keep a handful of different things on hand, huh? I think jojoba oil, I've used that quite a bit, and diet wise, like I make sure I'm drinking plenty of water. I don't drink soda at all. That's what you use for your son's radiation burns. Yeah. Dixie, hi. We use Aquaphor too. There's another that is great called O'Keefe's Working Hands. I think Paul might have picked some of that up at some point when you were a barista. Yep. Yep. And this time of year with winter, it's just even drier. So, but I was trying to think. Let's see, Kickstarters. I was going to mention those, and so the death deck after the audio ones probably. I was thinking about, but I think it's going to be something with a pen name in the future for Patreon. But there's a lot in the works for the year. I hope I can keep up with it all. I do have to go back quarterly for checkups. It's just standard for a couple years after cancer as aggressive as mine, that they just want to make sure you're still doing okay. I don't know that they're going to do a PET scan again unless I'm having problems again. So we'll see. I need to probably be scheduling some other appointments with my regular oncologist. But the Missouri Cancer Associates in Columbia, Missouri is where I went, and they were fantastic. Every single person that works there was fantastic to work with. They were so kind and so gentle. I was a nervous wreck. I had to go in for a Smith sleeve surgery placement. If for the guys in the group that are probably wondering what on earth there. With it being cervical cancer and internal radiation too, on top of the external beam, they had to install a sleeve where the radiation tube would connect to make it easier for the brachytherapy. And I was so nervous on the way to the hospital for that surgery that I threw up in a trash can in the car. But I got away, I think, without too many awful side effects. I had like some tinnitus, like the ear ringing, a little bit of hair loss, but between the chemo and the early menopause. So, didn't have to use too much of the Aquaphor for the radiation. See, I didn't get any because of the abundance of Aquaphor we have on hand. Oh, that's right. Yep. Good enough for the cow, good enough for me. Oh, I am missing comments there. It's a bag balm fan. Yep. Looks like we got lots of people that have dry skin, but at least we know how to take care of it. So my son had osteosarcoma. Cancer Road is awful. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry your son had to go through that too. I can't imagine having to go through that with a kid. It would just be so tough. Zave was such a trooper through all of this. He went with us to a lot of the appointments. My mom took me to some. Paul was still, at home with Zave. When we did have to take Zave up, we always made a day of it and took him to the mall so he could ride the carousel. And he always wanted to go to the mall and Taco Bell. Those were his two requests. So, but yeah, I'm really glad. I'm really glad to be on the other side of that. I've had so many emails from readers because of the newsletter telling me about their cancer journeys and people they've lost and family and friends that were going through it, whether they were doing well and a couple, like one reader, her father and her brother were going through it at the same time, but they both got their NED verdicts. There are no evidence of disease outcomes within a few months of mine, so that was nice. I know other people aren't so lucky. Louise, one of the more active readers in the group last year, who passed away from bladder cancer before I even got my diagnosis. That was pretty pretty bummed about that for quite a while. Um, but I'm hoping to stay ahead of it all. I've got friends going through treatments right now too, so it's kind of scary, kind of scary. It really is. Everybody involved. Hayden transitioned in 2020. I'm not sure what transitioned. I, I'm thinking, is that a little smiley with the halo? If that means a loss, Sarah, I'm so very sorry. I don't know if transitioned means that or if it means a good verdict. I'm not sure. He passed away. I'm so very sorry. I can't even imagine. Yeah, it's really awful, and I'm glad that they're making progress with some of the treatments now. But yeah, they if they could work a little faster, that'd be great. But I'm very glad for everyone that's made it, and I'm very sorry for everyone that hasn't. We lost Paul's daddy to pancreatic cancer in 2011, my grandfather to bone cancer in 2012, and then my Uncle Joe, I believe it was throat cancer in 2017. So yeah, it's really, I don't think there's anybody out there that probably doesn't have a loved one they've lost to cancer, and that's just, it feels unacceptable. Like, but we do what we can, and we keep hoping that the progress keeps being made. So, oh gosh, it's a heavy subject, guys. But I'm glad to see you all for this first live chat of the year. I know it's been a long time. I think July was the last one. So, it's brutal. Yep, keep pushing. That we do. Well, um I I think I've shared with you guys everything that I've got going on right now, and hopefully next month I'll have some progress. My sister and I intend to do word counts in the podcast, and I'll definitely share in the group when we launch it. It'll probably be free, like on Spotify, and then we'll do something extra in Patreon, like video episodes. Maybe have like a librarian tier where you guys can suggest or vote on books that we might be doing. So looking forward to the new books. Oh, cancer sucks. Yes, it does. Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to the new books too. I hope I can stay on top of this schedule. I hope the doctor appointments keep going well and that I'm feeling pretty strong, pretty healthy. I moved the couch today by myself to do the vacuuming and the mopping and got, like household stuff because I am helping out with that despite my husband's best efforts. But with him working full time now too, he has to give up some of the household stuff to me. That's been an adjustment for both of us, but we're getting through it, and I think we're getting through it well. So, any vacations planned to warmer areas? Areas? I wish, Jen. I wish. Right now, we're recovering financially just because all the doctor appointments and then taking off time from work. We are. One of the Grim readers, who's also an author assistant friend, Robin, and his wife Sandy. Uh, I don't know if they're in the group right now because I know they're getting prepared for a convention in Kansas City, but they're passing through here on Wednesday. We get to have lunch with them, so I'm excited about that. Um, that's I'm thinking about outings that we have planned. Otherwise, that's kind of all that's on the books for now. Um, Doctor appointment outings to Columbia and to the mall, which has been kind of fun. I hadn't been to the mall since I was probably a teenager in high school. So that was kind of exciting going kind of memory lane, visiting some of the stores. They've changed. Some of them, are smaller. I feel like the mall's a dying thing, kind of like Blockbuster, but I hope not because we really did have a pretty good time. And then Barnes and Noble's there, of course, so that's always exciting. But rereading the Blood Vice series. Oh, I hope you're enjoying the reread, Darla. I actually have um two potential spin-off series that are further down the line. Like they're probably at least a couple years out. But one is for Mandy, uh, Laura. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all my characters mixed up. Uh, Jenna Sky. So it's Jenna's kind of werewolf sidekick, Mandy. And I had a kind of a spin-off series planned for her and the Cadaver Dogs with Blood Vice. And then also was going to do one with one of the blood finishing schools. So that would probably have been more like a romance. And I don't know if I do trilogies. I think it's all just going to depend on how things work out. But I do have some of that in the works. But oh, tease. Oh, Viking Woman. I think I missed. Oh, is that about the moving the couch? Maybe Paul. No, I don't. uh, well, when you're not home, there's nothing you can do about it. So, oh goodness. Let's see. You should look at the. Oh, let's see. Look at the Blockbuster website. I heard there was something going on there. I will have to check that out, Jen. So, oh, I can't wait to read the spinoff. Thanks, Monica. I hope I get to it sooner rather than later, but there are a lot of things, that I have planned. I have like a dozen covers already purchased from designers for projects that I'm hoping to get through first. So, hope it's the same as it was a couple months ago, but it looked promising. I am not sure what's that. Was that oh, moving the couch. um oh, yeah. It's been a long day, but it's been a good day. It's been a productive day. So, but yeah, I will hopefully have some more fun stuff to share next month with the Bub short stories, which are going to be a little different because I'm going to do them in third person. I was going to do them in first person, and I thought that might be a little too awkward in that universe that's always been from Lana's point of view. And then I think Paul's going to try to narrate them. I think he's a little uncertain about it, especially with Bub having a British accent. But with it being third person, it would only be his dialogue that needed the accent. So we'll see how that goes. And as far as the custom shorts, I'll be narrating those, and then we'll be releasing them. Those should hopefully be out pretty soon, and then I'll be back to work on the spinoff. But I think if you guys wanted to know what I was thinking about for next month's giveaway, unless you all give me some input that says otherwise, like that you'd rather have audiobooks or something else, I had a little schedule, one of my compulsive lists of what I've got planned for the year. Let's see, monthly giveaway schedule for 2024. I was going to do, I think it was just going to be like a Blood Vice paperback, probably 1 through 3 with like a candle, shot glass, something like that. Unless you all would rather have maybe like, I think I have rights to all the Lana original series audiobooks now. So I could do a set of like Lana audiobooks as well, if that's something that you all would rather. And then in March, I will hopefully be doing the book box for Death's Door, the third Lana spinoff. So that's what's in the works, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But, all right, guys, I've been yammering on here for half an hour. I don't know how that happened. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go and get back to your evenings. It was good to chat with you all, and I'm looking forward to visiting with you more next month. So, and then I'd say I'd invite the Fluff in, but she'd probably try to climb in my lap, and there's a lot of boxes on the floor right now. Maybe I can manage this. Maybe. I feel like she needs a cameo every time I do this. Let's see if I can pull this off. Did you want to come in and say hi? You're a pitiful puppy. Oh, come here. All right. You can say hi to everybody. Okay. I know. I think everybody's coming in. We'll all say good night. Then we'll get to Jeopardy and some dinner. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Say good night.
Hello. See.
So good to see you. Hopefully we can get together the next time you're in town. Yeah, that'd be good.
The
A hug, Starla. Take care, Jen. I miss you guys too. All right.
Okay. Come on, buddy.
All right. You want to take Lulu out with you, honey? I love you. Aw, I get kisses. All right, Lulu. Let's see if I can. She'll be all right. Good. All right. Good night, everybody.